All right, we are live. I didn't even hit the there's a countdown thing on here. Want to see that? Hold on. Let me do that. So hello. Are you
What's
you
up, Pete?
how are you?
Good, good.
So well, hello everybody, Peter Grosso, Pocket Pete, got Crystal Cohen, and who's this?
This is Bugs. Say
And
hi,
Buzz.
Bugs. He's the chief cuteness officer of the Kerner Mortgage team. Right
Oh,
there.
I love that. So we have an event we're doing together.
Mm-hmm. Next
Super
Thursday.
super excited about. Um, First, it's for Invest Her, right? So you want to just give me a quick overview of what Invest Her is and how people get into Invest Her.
Sure. So the Real Estate Invest Her, it's a huge community nationwide, and we have meetups all over the country. And me and Lori Davis, we run the Long Island chapter, and we meet at Oheka Castle every month, and we just talk real estate. We talk investing, we talk net worth, we talk assets, we do calculations. We have guest speakers from that are experts in their topics. It's really awesome. And we've been around for a year, and the girls are just strong, like-minded, lift each other up. It's great. And we're so grateful to have you.
Oh,
Show us the way next Thursday. They can't wait.
I'm really excited about this. This is the first time I've done anything like this. I mean, I've done flip classes in flips, like we talked about. That was kind of like the beginning of this brainchild.
Hmm.
Uh, but we're going to be doing 3 flips in one day, and we're going to go from a flip that's I literally closed on today. So it's going to be brand new, hardly touched. Then one in the middle phase and one in the end phase, and each house is going to have a different topic. But my favorite thing is we're getting a school bus. We're actually getting on a school bus and driving around to each property. And it's
Are
just
you
going to be.
driving us, Pete? You the driver?
I'm trying. We'll see if the bus driver can be bribed, and then I'll be driving the bus. I'm really excited about like the whole concept of uh, of breaking up the phases. So like you can, it's almost like in a lot of ways you're seeing the whole process in one day, like getting the accelerated version of a real time flip because you're walking into 3 real flips at 3 real stages, and each house is going to be a very important topic because I'll give you a preview. I believe real estate and business in general should be broken up into 3 parts, and each part is its own skill set and is its own value that you can create a career out of. So, house one is going to be about how to find an opportunity, and
Mhm.
and we're going to have people there to talk to us about how to find the opportunity. That's a skill set in itself, and if you can do that, you can create a career out of just perfecting that. Then the second house is going to be the second skill set, and that's processing the opportunity. And if you can process an opportunity, then you know what to do when the opportunity comes to you, and you can connect with people that have the opportunities and take them from fruition to profit. And then the
Mhm.
third place is finance, and it is both a skill set and something you can create a career out of going to find people to lend you money and all the different avenues in which you can create loans and equity partners and things like that. But also, people need to understand that their money, they can be the other side and what it means to be the other side as well. Because you can create a career out of just being the money and how much money the money people have and what they need and how they can how you can play a role if you want to be the other end. And oftentimes I'll teach these classes, and people will already decide which niche they want to start in. And like, Pete, I think I know of a house that I can, do you want to partner with me? Or, Pete, I have $200,000. Can I lend it to you? And so it's just like empowering people to know that you don't have to know it all to get started. In fact, I consider myself 2/3. I don't do all three. I know how to find the deal. I know how to process the deal, and I get people to lend me money to do it. So I'm not all three. I'm 2/3. So we're gonna just take a ride and see in real time how all that works.
This sounds amazing, and you're going to ignite so many sparks in people's bellies. Is there going to be follow up? How do we like continue on the journey? You're going to start something, I think, really really good on Thursday. Is there a way or
Good.
something that we can follow you for?
I never. I mean, I didn't even think of that. That maybe I should have. And as I've been doing these flip classes, I've been getting a lot of people telling me that I don't know that I should coach or that I should have a documentary of the process, because people find it really interesting going to an actual flip instead of sitting in a classroom and understanding it, like actually physically being there, smelling it. It's like seeing the actual feel and the dirt and the dirty and the and then the done and the clean. So I don't know. Maybe we should figure out how to continue this.
Right.
If we have some momentum. This was something we came up with a week ago.
At a barbecue. We were literally at a barbecue.
Yeah. Right.
And we connected, and we're like, this is a great idea. Let's do it. And we made it happen in a week.
Yeah. A week. Yeah. So, which I love. I'm the kind of guy that if I'm not under the gun with pressure and stress, I'm not having a good day. So this is right up my alley.
Good. Me too. If I had 3 months to plan this, it would not be as good. I promise.
Here's what I can promise you: if I had 3 months to plan it, I still would only have a week to plan it, because I would start now anyway. So my actions are exactly the same as they would have been.
They would have been, right?
Yeah. So.
Totally. And then we're gonna, after the tour, we're gonna network and connect at Flanagan's, right? Flanagan's.
Yeah, we're starting at Flanagan's. Everyone gets on the bus at Flanagan's, and then we circle back to Flanagan's to go in and mingle and drink and hang out, and we can ask each other questions, get to know each other, really just get even deeper, because you said you've done stuff, maybe not the bus tour, but you've done stuff similar where a lot of questions come up, and I'm sure they'll just keep coming, and people just get to know each other. It's going to be a ton of value.
And for all the investors that are, or future investors that are listening, this group started on Long Island a year ago, and I could tell you my new best friends are from this group. So everyone has connected so nicely, and just come and check it out. And everyone's so kind and welcomes you, and we just sort of lift each other up together. And we're really grateful to Pete that he's giving his time, his talent, his knowledge. People pay thousands of dollars for the access that we're going to have with Pete. He's an expert flipper on Long Island. He owns a brokerage. I mean, he's top in his field, and it's such an honor that he's doing this for us. So really, thank you, Pete.
I appreciate that. One thing I want to say about Investor, and to your point, what I'm assuming, because I've spent time with you and Laurie, and I know, a bunch. I know probably 5 or 6 Investor people, but just I can imagine what you're like. I empathize with what you're saying. That Investor is a place where you're gonna create best friends because you're like-minded, and the way you guys were describing, and I didn't realize this as a gorilla-sized man that. There are times that women don't feel comfortable in certain spaces or in certain climates where either, And you guys were mentioning that you either get interrupted or like you feel like you're not heard, or you're
Not
even
even seen.
sometimes afraid to speak up and use your voice for whatever reason. And this is a place all that can happen with like-minded people, which is really like a perfect space.
It's
You know,
really special. I can't wait for you to experience it. You'll feel the specialty of everyone that comes. It's really unique. And also, if on an investor on a national level, like if they want someone wants to take what you're doing as far as what you're going to teach us next week. Sorry, Bugsy's coming up me. If someone wants to take what you're doing, you can go on the Facebook community, and there's thousands of women all over the nation that, like, if you wanted to do it in Florida or Texas, the
who
group is
knows?
so big that
Yeah, it might turn into a thing. I mean, I love the idea, the little kind of like smaller tidbits that we talked about that we're going to add to create an experience for everybody. I think is going to be cool. And I have thoughts and messages that I think will resonate with people to not only help them understand the process, but I think it's important that people realize it's doable, that all this is possible and doable, and that they can do it. You're watching this, you can do it. So come get on a bus and see how.
Pete, can we get a little deep if you don't mind? And if you
Yeah.
don't want to do this, then I
No,
totally
please.
get it. But when I met you, you had mentioned that you grew up with a single mom, right? And you were a
Mhm.
latchkey child,
Mhm.
and you sort of you connect really well with women because you understand from that vantage point. Do you want to go there or no?
Yeah, no, I'm happy to. Yeah, my mom and dad split up when I was 2. So from when I was 2 till about when I was 11, it was, my mom was raising me. My dad had my father had a very small role in any of that. So like I watched her uh, get up, go to work, um, figure out how to get me in school, go to work, come home, struggle. Like I saw her stress a lot. I saw her like a big burden on her, and everything that was on her shoulders was like at the time didn't resonate, but like looking back and thinking about like what I saw her going through and how I saw her um, try to make it feel like everything was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she was working one job, paying for an apartment, getting me in school. I had to go. She went to school. I mean, she went to work before I went to school, so I had to get myself ready, go down to leave the apartment in Astoria, go to school, come home. She didn't get home until like an hour and a half after I got home. Um, and then she had to force me to do homework, which took hours because I am a terrible ADHD case. And she would, it would be where most kids took 10 minutes to do homework. I sat there and she wouldn't let me leave the table until I was done with my homework. It was dark out. Sometimes it was like 7 o'clock at night, and it'd be like 2 or 3 subjects. But I didn't have the attention span to get it done. So this poor woman would like literally stand over my shoulder while this dysfunctional child would try to do homework from like 5 o'clock to like 8 o'clock at night.
Oh
And
God.
yeah, so I'm sorry if you're watching. I'm sorry. So yeah, I definitely sympathize and empathize with anybody that's trying to do that. And if you have ambition, it doesn't mean it stops with that type of stress. And I know I've seen what it was like for her, and I can imagine like she was probably paycheck to paycheck, and she was one calamity or one event away from things being extra bad, things being so like thank God it never happened, but that feeling of knowing it can happen, which
Mhm.
as an entrepreneur we all live with every day anyway. Maybe that's why I love being an entrepreneur, because it kind of like I understand that feeling.
Yeah.
But that feeling is tough, and
Hmm.
I wish I knew then what I knew now, or wish that I could impart some of that to her to help her um, create the kind of like journey and leap that I've been able to take, and that I've seen other incredible women around me take.
Well, you're paying it forward next week, so thank you. That's why, thank you so much. You're showing us girls how to do it, and we're so grateful.
It's going to be fun. All right, so it's the 21st.
Yeah, Thursday, September 21st.
Right.
At 5 p.m.
How do they sign up?
There's a meetup. There's the the Real Estate Investor Long Island meetup, and I could give you the link. You could put it up, but it's the Real Estate Investor Long Island, and there's an event page for that.
Okay.
Space is limited, and we are filling up quickly, so I highly recommend people sign up sooner than later.
Sign it up. All right.
That's right. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate you doing this.
I appreciate you guys. All right.
All right.
See you soon.